Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cars Dawn of War Unification, and I have 1 versus 1 for you on Blood River. On the southern side playing Tau Empire we have Dork. On the northern side playing Vostroyan Firstborn we have Vrax. And we are not alone here on the bloody rivers of this map, we are joined by the lovely Mr Landshark. Hey!
Hey there, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Quite excited to see the blue Tau people go up against the angry Russian Imperial Guard people. And yeah, no, it's going to be quite an exciting one. We've got a long range opening from, I do believe, yeah, it was gone for the Tau barracks for dogs, so expecting to see some lovely fire warriors going up against the Vostroyans. But they've got the hunters, they've got some sniper rifles, so it might be a bit of a difficult situation for them.
Yeah, so long range versus long range. Quickly about the players, we have Dork. The Tau player is a player from Vanilla who has played 1,000 odd games as Vanilla Tau, so he should be quite capable with them. Nice to see him joining Unification and playing some games over here. And on the other side, Vrax, we have seen him on your channel, on my channel, on other channels, so he does not need no introduction. Very versatile in his playstyle and stuff like that. Also likes to play a lot of Tau, so he should know what he is up against. So yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the advantage of playing a lot of different factions. I suppose half the game of Dawn of War, or well, any kind of version that you play, is understanding your faction, but then the other half of it is understanding the enemy faction and knowing what exactly he's going to go for. He's going for Tau Fire Warriors because he knows full well that the Vostroyan Firstborn don't really have like anything major in the close combat department in the early game, or really in the mid game to be fair. They're very much comfortable at range. They've got the Lord Regent that can throw down some big amounts of poisonous gas which do a little bit of damage. But that should be alright for the Tau Fire Warriors. They can just slowly walk away from it. So I'm going to come round on the right hand side straight down towards the relic. In fact, it's actually expanding to both sides as well, although we've got one stealth suit team just they've got a couple of hunters next to them ready to snipe them out the moment they get a chance to. So yep, all good stuff.
Yeah, it's basically as you said, Vostroyan Firstborn. I'm not really sure what they have in melee at all. Like even their Oakland variant is more ranged focus. So yeah, but yeah, we have the usual fight for the relics over here. It looks like the northern relic is going to Dork, whereas the southern relic, if Vrax wants to force it, will be on his side. He is checking up what Dork is doing in the base, seeing seeing the fire warriors, which he can shoot down with the Lord Regent shotgun, I guess, but standing in the Nevercliff cover, not the best idea. There will be a listening post upgraded and the tower commander, mobile as he is, coming back, and yeah, they are now peeling off models here. The Lord Regent will come close, but yeah, can be kited. Yeah, and I think once this LP is upgraded, I think this will end the attack over here. Vrax going through the base. It depends if he wants to go through or he wants to retreat. For now, walking left to right, broken morale now as well. There's just hunters capping the map over here. On the northern side, there's the tech priest engines here and the Tau Earthcast builder having a standoff. So yeah, okay.
Excellent. It's not every day you get to see a builder off. But I mean, in this case, the Vostroyan will win because he's actually able to do some sort of combat damage. Very interesting, actually, that we saw inside of Dog's base. Vrax just walking in with his Firstborn and his Lord Regent. Lord Regent is dead. I can understand where he was coming from there by trying to get the Tau commander into close combat. But even in close combat, I mean, don't get me wrong, like the Tau are famous for not being very thrifty in the melee range kind of things. But I mean, the Tau commander is still relatively, decent in close combat, all things considered. And yeah, it was just lots of, I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. But he's fallen back. He's not quite got the relic that he wanted on the left hand side, but he has got the relic down on the. No, he does not. He's not got the relic on the right hand side now. But not even capitalizing on that. So questionable choices all around here.
Yeah, if he would have gotten back behind the other side of the river, he could have secured the southern relic, but he wanted to force the hand basically of the tower, and yeah, he got shown a hand that he didn't like in the end. So yeah, losing the Lord Regent is quite a pushback, because normally you see these tier 1 pushes with the Commissar and the Lord Regent in tandem. Now you have only the Commissar and a lot of flaming damage, even in heavy cover there's a lot of flaming. Morale is broken, Tau Fires firing from the back, Tau Commander flying over now, wanting to burn these on the retreat path as well. So this is an ugly engagement here. The Tau Commander just needs a smidgen more forward. There you go. And burning these poor guardsmen to crisp. Trying to go into melee, but as you said, the Tau in general aren't really good in melee, but the commander can at least hold his own while there's now 2 squads of fire warriors shooting back here. So again, how should I say, overstaying his welcome, and yeah, the commissar will hold his own, but yeah, the Firstborn will not.
Dear oh dear, the commissar been left in a smouldering pit of his own ruin, and yeah, no, I was expecting maybe the Vostroyan hunters to do a little bit of damage, maybe breaking the morale on the fire warriors, so that the Vostroyan Firstborn could get a little bit in the range department, but no, we're not seeing it. But then again, we are now in tier 2. He's going to go straight for those Ogrin gunluggers, which are, you know, much debated about in for my Discord at the very least. People like the idea of having like really strong ranged Ogrins. I do quite like the aesthetics of them personally. I think it's a really interesting unit, but they are remarkably strong, and there's a potential for them just to walk in and absolutely kit and fist these fire warriors. But that being said, the Tau are known for, like we've said a couple of times now, they are quite decent in the range department, so maybe they might be the ones to be able to stand up against them and take them down in a firefight or two.
Yeah, that's a question now. Tier 2 for both players. There's a lot of reinforcement done for the Fire Warriors team instead of getting in a third one, which I do not like that much. But yeah, advanced bolt rifle is done. I would like to see me a Pathfinder team to mark the gunloggers, but yeah, the gunloggers, while potent in dealing damage, they are also taking quite a lot of damage. There's some battle priests wandering around, not sure why they are not attached, but I'm not really sure what the exact bonuses for Vostroyan Firstborn are, so if maybe it's better to keep them as single entities and charging to the opponent. Oh, they have these, yeah, of course, they have these strike, these...
Oh dear, oh good lord! I think they just scored a goal there.
The smite, I think it's called, and yeah, he got yeeted into the mountains over here. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow, so that's the idea of the battle priest, I guess, but their abilities should be on cooldown. Tau getting their Chasui option. There's an upgraded listening post over here, getting also the vehicle beacon and the Pathfinder team. So I guess as Dog is really capable of playing them, he will go for some devilfishes. And yeah, I'm not sure what really detection option in tier 2 you have for the Vostroyan Firstborn. I know that the Lord Region detects, but otherwise I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, it's a interesting kind of situation here. Without that tower, I mean, when the tower commander was up and about, they had the firepower to basically deal with everything, but without that tower commander, they are struggling a little bit. That one singular Ogrin gunlugger squad just coming down and basically pushing all the fire warriors back. Those priests actually a nice addition, even though they do get shot up quite quickly by the fire warrior teams. Once they get into close combat, I think their whole role in that situation was one, yes, to bloody send the tower commander to the Shadow Realm, but also to make sure that the fire warriors are on the move. After all, the fire warriors can't really fire on the move all that well. They definitely need to stand still for as long as possible to be able to get the maximum amount of DPS. But once they get that DPS gone, look at that full squad wipe right there for them.
Yeah, mark
so
target.
Definitely on the good side.
Mark target and 2 fully reinforced squad with Chasui. Wow. And yeah, the Battle Priest is relatively cheap for comparison, but yeah, he is also relatively frail, all things considered. There's a scan coming in, more Devilfish 2 carriers is on the way, another Pathfinder team. Not sure if you need 2, but yeah, he goes for it. And on the other side we have the Mars Fabrica, and there comes in the Lightning Strike Fighter. This is a difficult name, I think. Lightning Strike Fighter, there you go. Not Lightning Fighter Jet and stuff like so there, but yeah, he is taking also a lot of damage, okay, but also dodging the rockets is Dog. Really nice display of skill over here. Now unloading again, yeah, and also in the Little Whale unloading on this listening post. Now we'll take it down. He has the upper listening post, so this will probably give him some economy advantage. Yeah, he is already in the economy up side basically, and yeah, will be even more though, adding more generators as well. Yeah, I'm quite interested to see what Vrax is wanting to do here. He is for now having this flyer, which will try to kill the plasma generator over here, which is a little exposed, which I like. Gunloggers going for undefended listening post in tandem with these priests. So yeah, it looks like priests with gunloggers as well as some lightning strike fighters.
I would like to see the Lord Regent come back out though. Like if you're gonna go up against some Devilfish troop carriers, you know full well that tower, if you're going up against them with some vehicles, they're probably going to get a couple of squads of stealth suits with their fusion guns and all that infiltration. You definitely need something to be able to spot them. So the long range scanner for them, quite useful at seeing things in a certain area. But then once things are starting to move around, then yeah, I think the Lord Regent is definitely a model that they need to bring back just for the detection and stuff. But they've gone for a Firstborn Mortar Trooper, which is interesting. I assume that's just maybe not so much for the DPS, but just to knock the Fire Warriors around, as we said earlier on. They need to stand still for a little bit before they're able to fire. So any kind of AoE knockback will massively reduce the amount of DPS the tower can bring to the bear. But, right, okay, they've also gone for a broadside battlesuit. You can't knock that guy over once he's got his feet in the ground. So maybe no stealth suit teams are just going to go for pure ranged damage on this side.
Yeah, that's also immediately marked the lightning strike fighter in one shot taken to the face, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm out of here." I like the mortar because there's this juicy blob of lightning of Tau Fire Warriors, but there's also now a Barracuda being added. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And as you said, the Lord Regent would be also nice for his absolutely, pardon the pun, toxic grenade he throws out against these juicy Fire Warrior blobs, so they cannot unload in a certain area. Would be some area denial if you wouldn't even do the damage that is. But there's some detection stuff. There's now Vostroyan hunters being infiltrated, so he is playing the infiltration game himself. So this is going to be interesting.
Okay, and what do the town have for infiltration detection? They've got the Vespids and Pathfinders, right?
Yes.
Okay, well they've got some Pathfinders knocking around somewhere. Problem with the Pathfinders is that they do die pretty quickly. And when you've got that Murtar team knocking around as well. And, I mean, yeah, they just do a lot of AoE damage, just throwing balls of plasma across the battlefield. They've gone for the Pathfinder Chasseway, so they've got the quite powerful... it's a railgun, rail rifle. It's one of the things. Tau weaponry always escapes my knowledge for what it's called. But, yep, we've got the Delphish Troop Carrier being spotted on Novice. What spotted you? Was that the Priest? Did the Priest gain infiltration detection in tier 2, I wonder? That's my question.
Completely noticed, but there's a scan also coming in, and the Mortar Troopers also infiltrated. So this is like a really nice game in the sense that you have these infiltrated units at both sides and long-range units at both sides, some flyers. So it's very strategical where you deploy, where you engage, where you have the detection. That's a whole lot of mind games going on, I guess, at the same time. So I'm not really getting all the mind games here, but I'm really admiring the deepness of the strategy you can bring to bear over here. These Barracudas helping the Fire Warriors. There are some infiltrated hunters and mortar teams attacking the Fire Warriors. You saw a big hit over there. The Pathfinders in the middle now getting killed by the Gunsluggers and mortar teams in tandem. And yeah, it's a really interesting game. You still have, however, the... is it in dogs? Yeah, the relic is still in dogs' hands. Both, that is. So that should be an economy advantage for Tau. Yeah, a substantial economy advantage for Tau, that is. So it all depends in the end what... yeah, if Vrax can kind of get one relic now or not, or what his economy plan is on the long side. Even some hunters getting at the broadside, battlesuit at the southern side, they will take a while over here. But yeah, let's see. Again, attacking the northern listening post, but there are some Barracudas, there are some long-range Tau Fire Warrior support, so not sure how successful this attempt will be.
That's it. I mean, one of the main advantages of aircraft like Barracudas is that no matter what action is going on a map like this, in fact, actually especially a map like this because it's quite a small map, you'll be able to attack on the top lane, the bottom lane, the middle lane, all that stuff. But yeah, it's interesting because normally when you see a army go for an infiltration heavy kind of composition, then the other side will go for detection units and then maybe something a bit more substantial like vehicles to be able to smash them up. But no, just countering it with some more infiltration of their own. I guess the Pathfinders go on the bottom side, on the right hand side. A couple of Crisis battlesuits also coming over, and from a casting perspective, it's also quite difficult because you're now going to keep on swapping between the two factions to be able to see where all their infiltrated units are. So quite a difficult situation. Commander Longstrike's gunship is around, and that's quite a remarkable piece of kit in the ranged damage department. And we're not seeing that much in the way of anti-vehicle from Vrax yet, apart from the lightning strike fighter. But I mean, there's lots of rockets coming towards him as well, so he needs to think of something else in this situation.
Yeah, I really like the dog play. He goes tier 3. He also did go for the economy upgrades as well, so he's playing like as any Tau player, playing defensive, playing like where you go, I go, and play defensively. Now got tier 3, got Commander Longstrike out, who is an absolutely beast on his own. He got these Crisis battle suits now fully upgraded as well. Is probably going for another one if I wouldn't. Yeah, not yet. Also going for the collision center playing, so the full tier 3, going now for the ethereal. Tier 3 for Vrax just finished, so the question is what can he fit in tier 3? Not sure. The idea goes the Void Shrieks, but will they finish? Oh, the barracks will. It still lives for now, and no Void Shrieks for you. So that's kind of painful, so he needs to rebuild his barracks. Yeah, Commander Longstrike also needs to get out of here. He has a lot of HP and vehicular armor, but still, yeah, I think in the grand scheme of things, there's quite the advantage for Dork here if he plays his hand correctly. The economy is absolutely booming on his side. It's basically double of what Vrax has, so Vrax needs to make something work rather sooner than later, or this will be a slow grind to victory for Dork here.
Yeah, well, he's going for double infernuses, which is, I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough. You're going up against a lot of infantry and heavy infantry. That's a mighty fine idea. It might be a bit difficult to keep them safe when you've got Commander Longstrike's gunship and a broadside battlesuit firing away at them. But then again, the Christ battlesuits have gone for their flamers rather than the missile pods, which is confusing me a little bit because the Vostroyan Firstborn haven't exactly gone for a large. But to be fair, I think what their general plan is just to keep things as cheap as possible until they get into tier 3, and then start spending as much money as they can on their big stuff. Also, can see a Vanis Assassin, which is that an infiltrated assassin? I can't quite remember, but it's yeah. I think what Vrax is doing is just defending with as little as possible for as long as possible, and then getting the big toys later on. So we definitely need to see Dog being a bit more aggressive. He's got a few units on the bottom right hand side, kind of sitting around not doing much. Would love to see them start pressuring the southern entrance for Vrax here.
I have to disagree here because he is actually getting tier 4 and he already hit it. Dog did this, so he's just waiting to get even bigger guns than the Vostroyan Firstborn can fit here. So the question is who has the biggest guns in the end, and this will probably be Tau in tier 4, holding their point still, barely surviving the LP on the top, still having the LP on the bottom. Economy is absolutely skyrocketing. Tier 4 is finished, so what is he going for? Swordfish, heavy gunship will be on the works over here. Getting advanced technology beacon for some Terminator Titans if he needs to. So he's a little playing with his food, I have to say. It's like if your head get more head, but yeah, he kind of playing a bit here out. There's a big old Stehino getting in some shots as well, but I think yeah, if he would move with everything he has, he would probably already won. Not sure if Vrax is aware of it and will play along that waiting game longer. We will see. There's actually a banner bearer. Never have I seen a banner bearer. Pretty good looking banner, if you ask me. So joining the gun lockers over here, but there's a whole lot of stuff awaiting if he steps a little too close over here. Getting now the Swordfish heavy gunship out, as I said, getting another HQ. So yeah, this is a Dog's play. A game to win over here. He can if he would lose this, I would be really astonished, I gotta say. But I think he wants to, yeah, there's gonna be the Riptide battlesuit as well on the way. He wants to build some big units here. Not sure if Vrax will stay around for so long to have it, but yeah, let's see how this evolves.
So I suppose at this point he's just thinking, ooh, how often do we get to see a tier 4 game? And if I've got the opportunity to build big stonking units, then why not? I mean, I've got a wonderful selection of late game units. I mean, I can never remember what it's called because Tau suits always have like this weird naming convention of letters and numbers. But the one where it's got no arms but just pure rocket launchers, and it's like 20 feet high, and it's just a fantastic little Titan unit. But seeing a little bit of aggression on the right hand side, Commander Longstrike taking a bit of damage from the incoming plasma cannon fire of the listing posts. Stehino providing that all-important artillery fire coming in. But I don't think it's enough. I do not think it is enough. I mean, Vrax is just spending as much money as he can, but he's got not very much to show for it here. So yeah, it's his game to lose at this point. But we always value a valiant last stand. Those are probably my kind of favourite things to watch here.
Yeah, it's like the villain or the, I don't know, it's like an anime episode where you're fighting off the opponent and then you notice he only used 10% of his power. It's like Dog not using his full army. Now he's coming in with the big Riptide battlesuit as well. I think a tier 1 Titan is on the way as well. So yeah, let's see if this will see the light of day or not. I don't think
we've got a mighty Cilia tank coming there. Yeah. The biggest, baddest tank known to man. If anything could defend the Vostroyan Firstborn, it's going to be that tiny Titan. What's the function of that tank? What's its purpose?
Dixilla. I think it's just a cheap thing to mount a heavy bolter on, I guess. You're not a space marine, so the heavy bolter must be mounted on a vehicle. So yeah, there you go. I recognize you from vanilla. GG. There you go. This was the game when Vrax noticed, I guess, that Dog is playing, coming from vanilla, playing a lot of Tau. Yeah, I checked his profile. He has literally, I think, 1.2k Tau games on his vanilla account. So no shame in losing against him, I gotta say.
1.2k. That is a lot of games, especially on just one faction. So he must know them like the back of his hand.
Yeah, maybe it was total games and 800 was played by Tau, but yeah. To finish up this cast and game, as usual, GG's to the players. And yeah, I think you do some YouTubes as well. Want to tell about it a bit?
Well, yeah, I do YouTube on the occasion. We do Dawn of War, Vanilla, Unification, Ultimate Apocalypse, all that good stuff on the channel. And we do an occasional little bit of a playthrough from something else. You know, if you like a variety of content, then feel free to come down and have a ganders.
Yeah, so make sure if you haven't checked out him already, then yeah, to check him out. And yeah, as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
Peace.